Hello, welcome back. Today we are discussing episode 42 of the Play Dicely campaign, The Wolf and the Worm. We begin with a fight. The group has been tasked with finding Skull Zeus, the frost giant's pet wolf. Pet? Friend? I'm not sure. But we're looking for a wolf. And I think originally we all kind of thought this wasn't going to be that hard of a task. But then as we began to play, I think we all realized how bad this blizzard we've been trekking through really is. I don't know how many of you are playing your TTRPGs in Roll20 right now, or how many of you use dynamic lighting in your games, but Denny has set up this battle map so that everyone only has 10 feet of vision around them to simulate this blizzard, which is so scary. I don't know if it came across in the final VOD, because in that version you can see everyone's vision, but when all you can see is the 10 feet around your own token, you can't see anything. So much of that fight was me just listening to people talk about, like, Gideon meeting a bear? Where? Which I think is really cool. I don't know. I mean, I love a physical battle map, but there is just some things that you can only do on a virtual tabletop, you know? Anyways, we fight this giant ice worm. It's a problem. It's immune to fire, which I wasn't expecting. Very nearly kills Drac. Like, we got super way too close to it killing Drac for my liking. It swallowed him. And it was truly only an Abe crit that saved the day, where Abe killed the worm, sliced open his belly, and let Drac tumble out. We continued on down this path looking for the wolf, and eventually we found this weird vampiric gaseous thing. Once again, I never saw them in-game, but the group finds the wolf we're looking for kind of huddled in a clearing. There's these gaseous vampire things around. Nell, Azaria, and Abe, I think, are the ones who really take these little clouds out. And then the wolf is safe. It does speak to Nell in Giant, which confuses me, but okay. We kind of really glossed over the fact that the wolf was talking. But Nell manages to reassure the wolf that we are friends and we're just gonna help him get back to Skull Zeus. So we take the wolf with us and we head back towards where we came from. Along the way, we pass by the body of that worm and we go and harvest it. Azaria is a frickin' pro at this. Azaria also takes some time here to go and chat with that bear that we saw before. Azaria offers the bear some meat from the worm that we just harvested, as well as some honey from our alchemy jug. And the bear does seem to be a big fan of the honey. The bear does still seem to be kind of cautious though, and Azaria just lets it be. We finally get back to Skull Zeus. He helps all of us out of this chasm. He is very grateful that we brought his wolf back to him, and finally properly introduces us, and we learn that his name is Lord Humphrey Scottington III. I almost got it that time. Lord Humphrey Scottington III. What a good name. And named by one of our viewers who redeemed their channel points to name an NPC. And this is what she chose, and I truly could not be better. We're gonna have to name drop Lord Humphrey Scottington III everywhere we go from now on. I think probably the most important NPC we've met so far. Afterwards, Skull Zeus offers to escort us further down the pass. There is a cave nearby that he says he's known to see that rainbow aurora bear that we're looking for. It's supposed to hang out in this cave. So we follow him down the path and eventually he points out to us where the cave is and we split off from him to go explore. We do find the entrance to this cave and we head in. It's a pretty small cave, very enclosed, and we slowly make our way through. There are these white crystal quartz growing on the walls and they remind us of the crystals that we saw in the Water Druid Temple, though these ones don't seem to want to hurt us as much as those ones did. Yet, at least. And as we continue through this path, eventually we hit a dead end, but there are these carvings in the wall glowing with that same shimmery rainbow light. When we go to investigate, we find that these carvings are actually words. They're written in Draconic, and it's some sort of word puzzle. The group kind of thinks about it for a while. Azaria goes and takes a look around the cave to see if there's anything else, and they realize that there's also a strong wilder presence here, and they get the idea that perhaps we have to speak the code word in Sylvan. And so Azaria attempts this. The answer is sand, and they speak that aloud, speaking in Sylvan, and the wall in front of us disintegrates, turns into sand itself, and falls away, revealing a further path for us to take. Logan pointed this out in game. It was super interesting that in order to make your way through this path, you would have to know both Draconic to read the puzzle and Sylvan to answer the puzzle, which is a really odd combination of things. We've kind of theorized for a little while that there is some sort of connection between the Druids and the Dragonborn, and this kind of maybe helps solidify that idea. though we still have no idea really what it is. In any case, we continue down this path, and eventually it starts to open up, and we end up in this large, large cavern. Even those of us with dark vision can't see all the way to the other side of it. And there's this big pit in the middle, and it's filled with boulders and rocks. And these seem to have gotten here because a giant city has unnaturally glitched itself into the walls of this cavern. And Denny tells us that we have found a previously undiscovered Lumbrite ruin, which Christy is thrilled about, and I am less so because now I'm gonna have to actually learn what Lumbrites are. And that's where the episode ends. We are at the next Druid Enclave. Truly, I didn't think we were getting here this episode, but okay! The next episode is going to be exciting. It is gonna be tasty, tasty lore episode. I can feel it. So if you would like to join us as we eat up all that lore, we will be back streaming live February 5th. We are skipping a week because people are traveling and taking vacations and stuff, I guess. Just kidding, that sounds really fun. I wish I was taking vacation. February 5th, 6 p.m. Eastern. Follow us at twitch.tv/Dicely channel, and you will be alerted when we go live. We hope to see you there, but in the meantime, I hope you are staying happy, staying kind, and as always, remembering to play dicely. Goodbye!